JC here for retirecheap.asia. I just want to make some comments about 4 million YouTube views. It's amazing. I didn't start this project, this little thing that we call retirecheap.asia, that long ago, and to hit 4 million views is just incredible. You know, I got to tell you, I'm happy about it and I'm sad about it. I'll tell you why. I'm happy because it's helping people, obviously, or we wouldn't get that kind of views. So that's a good thing. You know, I always say there's always an option. But I never thought when I first started this out, and if you don't know how it all got started, it was because I actually had to go home, and one of my family members told me that I could no longer have my stuff stored at their place, that they were going to sell their home, and which I thought they would live in forever. So I went and got my stuff. And when I was there in America, I saw just how bad things were and how people were suffering a lot trying to get by day to day. And then that was almost like 6 months before the baby boomers were set to retire. And I thought about all those people that had either lost money in the stock market, the real estate market, or something like that, and that they were going to have to live on a fixed income, basically Social Security, and how much that money would be and how far it would go in the United States. So when I came back over to Thailand, I thought, well, I think this would be useful information just to share with you all my life. And that's what I do. You know, people contact me through YouTube or email and say, oh, can you find me a house to rent and do this, and can you help me with this? And these videos, and when I show you hotels or restaurants or something, I'm not even recommending them. Sometimes I do because they're exceptional and I want to see them stick around, but most of the time it's just to show you what's possible and what I ran into in my travels. So really what I do is just share my life with you all, and in doing that, I hope it shows you options as to what is available. And I don't, you know, it can be Thailand, it can be other Southeast Asian countries, it can be Latin countries. Now, what saddens me about this is that need of having to do this. You know, Lao Tzu, who wrote the Tao Te Ching, said, you know, running a government is like cooking a small fish. You need to be very gentle, because if it's a small fish and you start cooking it and beating it up too much, it'll fall apart. And that's the way I see, not only in America, but other countries too, because we have members in my member site from Australia and UK and all these other countries, and they're complaining about the same things as the people in the United States. It seems that the government has lost the fact that they're there to take care of the people. They're the guardianship of the country and the people. You know, we have a saying in America, you know, it's supposed to be a government by the people, for the people. And that's not the case anymore. And it's really, really a shame, because when I was young, you know, and you used to say you were an American, it meant something. And unfortunately now, because of one act, which is questionable at least, who perpetrated it, it instilled the fear of terror. Let's just put it this way. It instilled terror into the American people, which allowed the government to do all sorts of things. You know, and I won't go into the politics of, you know, giving money to companies to destroy a country and then give this money to the same companies to help rebuild the country. I mean, some of that doesn't make sense to me. And taking away the rights, you know, our constitutional rights as Americans, due to that one act. Like I say, it scared people so much it allowed the government to do whatever they wanted, which one of the things they did was to take all the rights away from the people, our constitutional rights, under what was called the Patriot Act, which to me, if whoever created that marketing campaign, I want them to work for me, because if you disagree with it, then what? Presupposes you're not patriotic. It was brilliant. But anyway, what it's set up in America now is, you know, you can only squeeze something so tight and there's nothing left. And what's happening is the people are being squeezed so tight there's nothing left. And it's happening all over the world in different countries. They're taking away more and more and more from people. and expecting more and more and more from the people. So it's a one-way street. So people are giving to the point they're not going to be able to give anymore. And the challenge is, you know, I always say you got to kill the monster while it's a baby. Well, it's no longer, the monster's no longer a baby. It's so big, and to do anything about it is tough, especially when you have no constitutional rights anymore. Because now you can be labeled a terrorist by standing up for your rights. You know, I used to be able to say on television shows, I used to watch TV shows, and people would say, I know my rights, you know, if something was happening, I know my rights. Well, now if you said that, they'd go, yeah, you know that you don't have any, right? Because you don't. So anybody that would stand up now could actually be incarcerated without due process because of that Patriot Act. So it's really a sorry situation, and I'm really happy that what I do here gives people hope and options. But I'm really sorry for it having to be this way. You know, I'd love people just to be communicating with people and them showing me their life back home, which is like my life here. Like I say, it saddens me. But I do want to show you more options. There's going to be more options coming. We're going to do not only Thailand. You know, last year I had some family issues, and so it slowed me down. We got more videos coming. And you know what really keeps me going is I got a letter the other day, an email, actually, and the lady said that her husband always wanted to come to Thailand, and he had a stroke and he wasn't able to come. And he watched my videos every day, and he made him so happy to see it, and he said, this is the closest I'm ever going to get. And she wrote, after he had passed a week, and she wrote to say thank you for having my videos mean so much to him. And that really touches me, and that fuels me to continue to do what I do, because I do take some heat about it. A lot of people complain about some of the things I do or how I say things, but I really feel obligated to show people that there are options, and Thailand's only one of them. So if something's not going right in your life, or you're looking at a bleak future, start checking out your options. There'll be more from me coming, that's for sure. We're going to get out and hopefully even do Vietnam. But back to Cambodia, I got more videos coming of Thailand. And so I want to thank you for being loyal viewers. Some of you all have been around since the beginning. And I also want to thank my loyal members, because without them we can't do what we do. That membership that they participate in, and they get to see a lot more of me than you do. The membership actually goes towards helping our orphanage donations, the infrastructure, the sites, and some of the travel expenses. So like I say, without them I couldn't do what I do. So thank you all so much for being loyal viewers. Thank you all for being loyal members. And this is JC signing off. And will the last person that leaves the United States please turn off the light and close the door? See ya, JC out.